A man named Giovanni ventured to Padua, Italy to continue his studies. He stayed in an ancient building that overlooked a beautiful garden until one day he noticed a young woman gracefully making her way into the garden. After watching for a while, a man was seen trudging through the garden, wearing protective gloves and boots as if a simple flower could harm him. The man called to his daughter, Beatrice, and in response she embraced a patch of flowers, and as she did so, they radiated. Later, Giovanni noticed a butterfly drifting through the wind towards the girl, and as she reached her hand out to embrace the creature, it dropped dead. As the days passed, Giovanni continued Beatrice from his window until one day he was told of a secret entrance into the garden. He came towards a specific purple flower in the very middle of the garden. It grew on a rotted, cracked fountain. As he reached his hand out to touch the petals, Beatrice shows up and abruptly strikes his hand away and exclaims that it's fatal, and sprinted away from the scene. After making his way to his home, he noticed a purple imprint of 4 small fingers and a thumb sticking on the back of his hand. He was perplexed until Baglioni approaches him with the absurd idea that Beatrice herself is poisonous. At first, he dismisses the idea, but with an abundant amount of convincing, he begins to believe him. And then Baglioni offers a special antidote that is meant to rid Beatrice of her poison. As he meets Beatrice in the garden, he proposes the antidote. She takes it from him, explaining that she will drink it first, but he must wait for the result before he drinks it. As Beatrice presses it to her lips, Rappaccini appears from behind the fountain. As Beatrice presses the antidote to her lips, she starts to feel weak, but with her last breath, she asks why her father would have placed such a miserable burden on her. Rappaccini fights back swiftly. Rappaccini asks Beatrice if she would have rather grown up to be a weak, unprotected woman than the powerful woman he created her to be. And in the distance, you can hear Baglioni call, "Rappaccini, Rappaccini," and is this the upshot of your experiment? In Rappaccini's Daughter, written by Nathaniel Hawthorne, some might say that the reasoning behind Rappaccini's decision to give his daughter, Beatrice, the power to poison all she touched, derived from the corrupt immorality of his greed and selfishness. But others might say he made the decision to protect her, even though in the end it determined her fate. The way that Rappaccini may justify the way he treated his daughter could be explained by his existential view on life. Described as a philosophy that focuses on the idea that life has no meaning, existentialism portrays a lifestyle that is known only through corruption, alienation, and absurdity. Rappaccini's corruption can be explained by the way that he poisoned his daughter, and he did it for his own benefit, and the way that he alienated her from the rest of society and just kept her all alone. It can also be in the way that he didn't protect her from Baglioni when he poisoned her. Rappaccini's focus was on defeating Baglioni in science, not on protecting his daughter.